Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the ever-changing world of technology? Tech It Out can help make some sense of it all. Breaking down geek speak into street speak, technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman covers consumer technology each week for every listener. Mark tackles the latest news, reviews, and how-tos to help you understand what's hot, what's not, and why.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tech It Out. This is episode 158. I trust you all had a good weekend so far, and thank you for tuning in. I say weekend, by the way, if you're listening to Tech It Out on your local radio station, in the car or at home or at the office, but increasingly people are discovering the Tech It Out podcast to listen to on demand, anytime, on virtually any device, and in any city. So it may not be a weekend for you, actually, but hey, you gotta love technology, right? If you want to check out the Tech It Out podcast, just go to your favorite podcast platform or just Google Tech It Out podcast and my name, Mark, with a C, and you'll find it there. And it would be great if you subscribe to it and left a comment or a rating or a review or something. Hey, speaking of Tech It Out, we have a great show planned for you this hour. We're going to learn about a new outdoor camera in a moment from a French company called Netatmo. We're going to actually call the company based in or just outside of Paris, France. After that, I'll share some back-to-school ideas. If you own a dog or know someone who does, we're going to learn about the NiteDog LED Leash. That's right. And finally, if you love your smartphone, and chances are you do, we're going to learn about some new accessories from a company called LinearFlux. All of this and more coming up on this week's brand new Tech It Out, powered by ASUS, which I'll tell you more about shortly, but let's kick off the show. Now that society is starting to open up cautiously, you may be spending more time away from home, more so than you have been since, say, March. But technology can help keep an eye on your home, even when you're not there. In fact, surveillance and security cameras are a very popular smart home purchase these days. And we're now going to learn about a new one called the Smart Outdoor Camera with Siren from Netatmo. Joining us on the line, all the way from near Paris, France, is Marilyn Berard. She is the marketing product manager at Netatmo. Welcome to the show, Marilyn. How's your day so far?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for carving out some time to chat with us today. Now, before we talk about Netatmo's smart outdoor camera with Siren, tell us a bit about the company Netatmo.
Yeah, of course. So Netatmo, we are a smart home company that creates simple and smart products. We really want to make your home safer and more comfortable. Since 2012, we have launched 15 smart home devices and accessories. And we are making products in different categories: weather, energy, security, air care. We have been committed to designing products that are 100% inclusive. We have no subscription fees or extra costs. 100% secure. Data protection and the privacy are really one of our main focus. 100% upgradable. We have free upgrade and the features are really upgrade regularly. In addition to the product lines, we have other product lines called with Netatmo because we collaborate with key leaders of the building industry like Velux, Legrand. And in 2018, we have joined Legrand Group. So now we are part of Legrand Group, which is one of the main companies in the building industry.
Okay. I remember 7-8 years ago, Netatmo's, if I'm not mistaken, the first product, at least in North America, was like a weather device, a little small silver cylindrical sensor that you would have. Is that right? I remember that, yeah.
The smart weather station, yes.
Right. Smart weather station. That's right. Yeah. And it's good to see that your product category has blossomed since then. So at a high level, let's now talk about the outdoor camera with Siren. What is this product all about?
So the smart outdoor camera with Siren is our new smart camera. So it alerts you in real time and detects intruder in case of a burglary. The camera makes a difference between people, car, animals. And so when it detects a person or a vehicle on your property, it will send you a notification directly to your smartphone. And if it's an intrusion, you can immediately act and trigger the siren, and it will deter the intruder. So, for example, I can give you a very quick use case.
Yeah, please.
You at your office. Yeah, you at your office, and you receive a notification about someone in your garden. So you will have a notification. A person is detected in your garden. You will watch if it's an intruder, or if it's just, for example, the postman, you won't trigger the siren. But if it's an intruder, you will trigger the siren directly from your app. And a 105 decibel alarm will go off and it will detect the intruder. This is how it works. It also offers other features like customizable notification. There is an integrated floodlight inside the camera, so it's very easy to install. You just have to replace an outdoor light. We have infrared vision for day and night protection, and it's also very compatible to HomeKit, Google Assistant, and Alexa. It's totally waterproof and UV resistant, so you can place it in any weather. For example, if it's cold, hot, it's really resistant.
Okay, cool. So let's now sort of deconstruct some of those key features, if I may. Okay, so this is an outdoor camera, so obviously it's weather resistant. Is it triggered by motion and sound, or just motion?
It's motion. Detects there is algorithm in the camera that will analyze the motion. If it's, for example, tree or something very insignificant, you won't get any notification, except if you want to. You can really customize it. But if it's a person, a car, and animals, you really can customize which kind of notification you want to have.
Right. And just to be clear, if it senses motion outside your home and you're notified on your app, you said that you can enable that very loud decibel alarm to deter a potential thief. But is it always manual that you have to enable the alarm? Or can you say, okay, when if it's the hours between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m., so it's not the postal worker, then it will go off automatically and you don't have to manually turn on that siren. Is that an option?
No, it's just manual for now.
Okay, got it. All right. So it's an outdoor or ruggedized camera that senses motion. It can detect the difference between a person or an animal or an object, and you could set up those parameters to be notified on your smartphone. You mentioned that it has some smart home support through voice activation like Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. It's also compatible with Siri or HomeKit. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. And one differentiator that I wanted to ask you about, something you mentioned, is the fact that you don't ever charge a subscription fee. So it's no secret that the Ring family of outdoor cameras, like their doorbells from Amazon, work for about 30 days where you can, for free, look back in time and see who was at your door that day. But after 30 days, you have to pay a subscription fee to access anything in the cloud. Are you saying that the Netatmo product, there's no charge for that one?
No, there is no charge because unlike Ring or other security cameras, Netatmo camera does not depend on cloud storage. It only stores videos locally.
Oh, okay.
And so it's saving your videos on an encrypted micro SD cards, which comes included in the pack with the camera. So the user data are secure and only them can have access to them. And this local storage is for free because it's inside the camera already.
Okay, got it. So privacy advocates will like that. So all the video is stored locally. But when your app is triggered, do you see what the camera sees on your phone or tablet?
Yeah, there is a live stream.
Okay, so to be clear, there is a memory card in the camera that stores all the video, but it's encrypted. So if anybody tried to walk away with that camera, they can't see that footage. But you need the app still in order to access that over Wi-Fi. So you don't actually remove the memory card like a dash cam and insert it into a computer or anything, correct?
Yes, totally correct.
Okay, got it. Thank you. We are chatting with Marilyn Barrère. She is the marketing product manager at Netatmo, based outside of Paris, France. We're learning about a new product, the smart outdoor camera with Siren. Pretty much it explains what the product does. Who would you say this product is for exactly? So
this product is for anyone who wants peace of mind when he is away from home. It fits perfectly for house owners, but if you have a flat with a terrace or a balcony, for example, it can also totally protect your place. As it's very to install and you just have to replace an outdoor light, you really don't need to be a DIY expert. It's between 30 minutes and 1 hour to install the product, so everyone can do it. And it's also convenient for people who have secondary residences, for example, and you want to keep an eye on it when you're away.
Right, like a summer home or something.
Yeah, like summer place.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So all you need is Wi-Fi and then the power from because you're replacing another light, presumably, so you'll have power already. It's not battery operated.
Yeah, it's power.
And it can be used while you're still at home as well, right? If you're safe inside your home and you want to know what's going outside of your home. I know you said it's ideal for people who are away from home, but you can also use this while you are inside for that peace of mind that you mentioned.
Yeah, of course. For example, if you have a Chromecast, you can broadcast it to your TV also, because it's compatible with HomeKit and Google Assistant. So.
Okay, great. And then finally, Marilyn, how much does the smart outdoor camera cost, and where could we buy it in North America, please?
So it costs $349.99, and so you can buy it online on our eShop at netatmo.com or on Amazon. It's not available on retail.
Okay, so either at netatmo.com, which is netatmo.com, or on Amazon, and it's $349 USD.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Have a great rest of your summer. A pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you. The pleasure was also for me.
This show, Tech It Out, is powered by ASUS. For those in search of incredible, ASUS creates technology for today and tomorrow's smart life, including its line of award-winning laptops and desktops, monitors, smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, and much more. For those in search of incredible, visit asus.com/US/radio for more info. That's asus.com/US/radio. We'll be right back with more Tech It Out.
Listen to Tech It Out whenever you want. Find the Tech It Out podcast at iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to Tech It Out. So I thought I'd spend a few minutes talking about back-to-school tech, some recommended gear for students heading back into the classroom this fall, or perhaps learning from home, which is going to be the case for many. Regardless, technology can play a key role in a student's education, regardless of the subject they're taking and regardless of their age. Tech is very important. You know, when I was younger, okay, I'm going to date myself here. Yes, it wasn't just a calculator. It was a desktop computer, but it wasn't a color monitor. It was a greenish monitor, green and black, and a big computer with a small monitor. I remember that. And I even remember feeding it with little cards that were punched out, little punch cards. Boy, am I dating myself here. Anyways, things have changed. Now you can have a lot more power even in your pocket. The LG Velvet 5G is a brand new smartphone that won't break the bank. Plus, it fuses fashion with function. It's got a gorgeous 6.8-inch OLED screen, perfect for video calling with your classmates if you're engaged in online learning, for example, or if you're a parent of a college-bound kid going out of town, you want to be able to see them and chat with them clearly. You can watch videos, of course, after school on this LG Velvet 5G with stunning clarity. There's a lot of power under the hood, long battery life, advanced cameras for photos and video capturing, and it is 5G ready to take advantage of next generation networks. The cost for the LG Velvet 5G is $599 outright, or as low as $10 a month on a 2-year plan with AT&T. So that's the LG Velvet 5G. Next up, a computer, I would argue, is the most important tool a student has in their arsenal. And you got a lot of choice out there. I really like the Surface Laptop 3 from Microsoft. It's a stellar everyday laptop for students to get work done and then have some fun after school. It's available in either a 13.5 or 15-inch touchscreen. And it's got improved speed over its predecessors, better graphics, an all-day battery with up to 11.5 hours between charges. It's a Windows 10 powered device that's available in multiple colors and different durable finishes, and super thin and light if you are going to take it around, even if you're not on campus and you are studying from home. If you're bringing it from room to room or maybe to a coffee shop or to a park bench, you're not even going to feel this thing in your backpack. And students and parents can save up to 10% at Microsoft.com. Prices start at $799. Speaking of computers, if you are shopping for one and you're on the fence between different models, don't underestimate the significance of the processor, the CPU. This is the engine that drives your computer's performance. I would recommend to look for what's called a 10th gen Intel Core processor, which is much faster than the ones that came before it. Gives you really fast speeds for work and for play. Smoother multitasking. We all know students like to juggle a few different things at once. Stunning graphics and up to 3 times faster wireless speeds with Intel's Wi-Fi 6, which is the new standard. for Wi-Fi. So again, look for that 10th gen sticker if you can on the laptop that you're considering, either online or at retail, because you are going to see a significant difference there. And people sometimes ask me about the Core family. How do you figure out what's for you? So it goes Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, Core i9. In my opinion, Core i3, it's fine for basic tasks, but I would start at a Core i5 for basic tasks. At Core i7 is when you need a little bit more horsepower, maybe for gamers as well, or video editors, animators. And then Core i9 is for those serious PC gamers. Maybe you compete online and things like that. When you want the best of the best, that's Core i9. So that might give you a bit of an idea of what the difference is in the Core family. It's like a good, better, best scenario, if you will. All right, next up. For those looking for a great e-reader, the Kobo Nia is brand new. That's N-I-A. It's a stellar pocket-sized e-reader for all your textbooks, as well as your best-selling novels and all the classics and everything else that you want to read on it. But there are countless textbooks on there. So as you likely know, unlike a tablet, an e-reader is much easier to read outside in sunlight. There's no glare. It's got that e-ink technology. And inside, it does still look like ink on paper, of course. And then there's the optional comfort light that you can turn on if you're reading in bed, you don't want to disturb your significant other. If you're a parent of a student and you like to read, you can borrow it and not bother the person beside you instead of, opposed to turning on a light in the bedroom. So that's $99 for the Kobo Nia. That's N-I-A. And you get weeks of battery life, not hours. And then finally, the Nintendo Switch for a little fun after school. Already popular before COVID-19, but the Nintendo Switch exploded in popularity during the pandemic. And as you likely know, you can play on the console itself or dock it into your TV for a big screen experience. And games like Animal Crossing, New Horizon have been all the rage this year. It became a global hit. Plus newer games like Paper Mario, The Origami King is super fun. That's out now. There's over 2,000 games actually for the Nintendo Switch. So really great fun for gaming at home or on the go. If you are going to and from school, you can of course play on the bus or what have you because it is portable. The Nintendo Switch costs $299. Well, there you have it, a look at some great gear and gadgets just in time for back to school season. Some leaning towards more productivity, some towards fun. A couple in there were a bit of both, but nevertheless a handful of ideas with a range of prices, and all of which make the grade. I'll share a few more suggestions next week as well. And if you've got any you'd like to share, you can hit me up at tech@marksaltzman.com. TECH@MARCSALTZMAN.com. Actually, I'll share one more that I think is great for students, and that's a portable backup drive. You never know when something's going to happen to your computer. You can accidentally drop it, water damage. There could be a hard drive malfunction. There could be a power surge after a storm. It could be stolen. The list goes on, a nasty virus. So you need to be proactive and back up your important files on a regular basis. I don't mean to sound preachy, but I get a lot of email from listeners who write me after it's too late, right? So definitely take the time to copy it over to a hard drive, an external hard drive. I recommend the WD family of hard drives, Western Digital. And if you want to listen back to a previous show from 2 weeks ago, July 31st, I interviewed WD about some of their drives, so check that out. We'll be right back.
Want to follow Mark? Google him. Mark with a C and Saltzman with a Z. Breaking down geek speak into street speak. This is Tech It Out. Tech It Out with technology columnist, author, and TV personality Mark Saltzman.
You're listening to Tech It Out on the Radio America Network. Last week in USA Today, I wrote about pet tech, how you may be spending a lot more time with your furry friend since the start of COVID-19, and tech may be able to help enhance your time with your dog or cat as well. And one of the items that I wrote about is called the NiteDog Leash. Joining us on the line to chat about what it is and who it's for, we've got Rick Case on the line. Rick is the CEO and founder of a company called NiteEyes. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Mark, thanks very much for having me.
Sure thing. Now, before we talk about the NiteDog Leash, please tell us a bit about NiteEyes. And I just want to clarify to our audience that NiteEyes is spelled Niteize. Tell us about the company.
Sure. Thanks very much, Mark. So, Mark, I started this company when I was in college a long time ago. I think we've been in business now about 31 and a half years. So, essentially, NiteEyes designs and manufactures inventor-driven products that organize your life, protect your gear, light your way, and creatively solve everyday problems. So we've built and commercialized over 600 products in those years. there's a lot of really interesting, diverse innovation at the company. And I'd be happy to give you some ideas of some products that might resonate with you that maybe you've seen or perhaps you even own. But a lot of really fun products that I think are excellent solutions to compelling problems that really resonate with people to make their lives easier.
Yeah, and that's, I think, the trick to good tech is that it solves a problem. And that's what interested me when I read about the NiteDog Leash. So maybe we can start with that.
Sure.
It's a high-tech leash, if you will, for dogs. Tell us what it's all about.
Sure, absolutely. So in 2004, we invented the first ever LED illuminated collar. And at the time, it was when I'm going to say LEDs were commercialized for other products other than sort of interior dash lights in your vehicle around Y2K. And we started to use LED for applications that really sort of changed the paradigm of how we created illumination products. So if you think about, flashlights back in the day, a lot of them used standard batteries, kind of round cell batteries, right? AA, AAA batteries. What started to happen with LEDs being more commercialized is they allowed us to change the overall shape, style, and appearance and form factors of illumination products. So one of those products that we created as an example of that was an LED leash. And what we did is we were able to move light around the circumference of the leash using materials that were fiber optic like. So we put an LED at one end, and then we actually shined that LED through a flexible polymer that transported the light around the leash, and the leash was actually tubular nylon webbing. So it was webbing that was that before you burn the end of it, when you cut it, it sort of opens up to be hollow as a tube. And we put this flexible polymer through it, and it was a big innovation at the time. It allowed us to really provide some interesting visibility and safety for not only your pet, but potentially you if you were near it or you're walking your dog, and that's where we started.
All right, so let's talk about the problem that this solves again. So it helps. So not only is it cool to look at, and we'll talk about the color options in a moment, and certainly a conversation piece when it's dim or dark out and someone that maybe a neighbor, sees it. But more importantly, perhaps, it helps with visibility and safety, as you said. So if you didn't have a leash that lit up and you did not have bright clothing, you may not be seen so well to, say, a driver. So this gives you more visibility because it is, at the end of the day, a light, but it's a cool looking light. Obviously, I like the safety and the visibility side to this story.
Sure, great. Yeah, I think it's. I think people are very interested in things that illuminate and light up. So being able to put that onto a leash is very practical, and it does help with people being able to be noticed.
And please tell us about the power. So it does not take batteries. It's a rechargeable leash. So just plug it in at night when you, say, plug in your smartphone for the night?
Sure. It's really easy. It's just it recharges with a standard micro USB cord. So it's something that most of us have in our homes relative to charging cords, and it makes it really easy to just plug it in after a walk, and short period of time, it's charged up and ready to go again. So you don't have to deal with any sort of replaceable batteries. And
you can plug it into a computer, for example, a USB port, or into a little cube and then plug it into the wall.
Sure. Right? You could also use USB DC for in a vehicle, for example. Sure.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good idea. And how many hours do you get out of the NiteDog LED leash between charges?
Sure, you can recharge it in just a little under an hour and a half, and our run time is about 6.5 hours.
We're chatting with Rick Case. He's the CEO and founder of NiteEyes. They're the company behind the NiteDog LED leash. Just as the name suggests, it is an LED leash. It lights up. You got a couple of different color options. Maybe you could talk to us about that. It's green and blue. Is that right?
Yes. In fact, the colors of the leash and the webbing are green and blue, as well as the color of the LED illumination. So the blue illumination is that sort of cool color, and then the bright green illumination on the green webbing.
You mentioned earlier it was a durable leash, despite it having some electronics woven inside. Is it suitable for dogs of a certain size or weight?
We're comfortable with it being used as you would a standard leash, which is essentially universal.
Okay. Before we end off and talk about some other Night Eyes products, tell us how much the NiteDog LED leash costs and where we could buy it.
Sure. The price of it is $29.99, and it can be purchased at retailers such as Target, REI, Best Buy, Cabela's or Bass Pro, even places such as LL Bean and Sportsman's Warehouse are a few examples, and of course on NiteEyes.com.
Okay, so NiteEyes.com is the company website, NiteEyeze. The name of this product we're chatting about is the NiteDog LED Leash, and Nite is NITE again. Before we wrap up, Rick, tell us if you like about another high-tech pet product that you've got that our listeners may be interested in.
Sure. The other product that's sort of in that same family, Mark, are the NiteDog collars. So we have 4 different sizes of collars that could also be fully illuminated with that same rechargeable illumination system.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right. And how much do those cost?
Those are $24.99.
Okay. So there's the NiteDog collars and the NiteDog leash, NiteEyes.com for more. Rick, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for carving out some time to chat, and I hope you have a great rest of your summer and a safe one as well.
Mark, thanks very much. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you.
You're listening to Tech It Out, powered by ASUS, the company that creates technology for today and tomorrow's smart life, including its line of award-winning laptops like its ZenBooks or VivoBooks, their Expert Books, and Chromebooks. Lots of choice there, range of prices. You can go to asus.com to check it all out. That's ASUS.com. We'll be right back with more Tech It Out. Stay with us.
Breaking down geek speak into street speak. Tech It Out, hosted by Mark Saltzman.
Welcome back to Tech It Out. What has become the most important piece of tech in your life? Probably your smartphone. It's a digital Swiss Army knife. It does everything, right? It rarely leaves your side, and you never go anywhere outside without it. About 85% of the population has one, and you touch it hundreds of times a day. So as you might imagine, smartphone accessories are a big deal as well to help you get the most out of your device. So we're now going to learn about what's new from LinearFlux with its co-founder, Einstein Galang. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Mark. I'm the CEO and co-founder of LinearFlux. We're based in San Francisco. We manufacture mobile accessories. We build cutting-edge electronic accessories such as high-speed chargers, cables, and our newest category, headphones.
Right, hyperchargers and the hypersonic earbuds as well. Now, you founded LinearFlux, I think it was back in 2014 with your colleague David Leung, right? I mean, did you set out to do something different than what other smartphone accessory makers were doing?
Yeah, definitely. What we want to make unique in our own is to bring innovative design and technology, but also bring that lifestyle aspect into our line of products.
Cool. And you have some experience in the headphone space, right? You worked with a big brand prior to creating LinearFlux.
That's correct, yeah. So myself and the co-founder were the head of engineering for Monster Products and Beats by Dre. And in fact, he was one of the golden ears that helped craft the sound for Monster and Beats products at the time. We learned a lot from that experience. It's already been 10 years ago. We learned a lot, but today we bring new headphone technology using our proprietary headphone 3D sound engine that brings your favorite music, movie, and games to life.
Okay, so let's start with audio then. So the brand is called Hypersonic, and I believe these are wireless earbuds.
That's correct. They're our latest and greatest true wireless headphones. So basically, there's no wire connecting the left and right headphone to each other. And it's our flagship headphones are totally waterproof. They have about 20 hours of playtime, have wireless charging capability, and they include comfort and sport hooks.
Wow, 20 hours is quite a bit. I think Samsung just announced with their Galaxy Buds Live about 6 hours of audio playback between charges, and then the case brings it to 21. Does your number of 20 hours include the case?
That's correct. So ours are pretty much the same as the Samsung in terms of 6 to 8 hours of playtime just from the earbuds alone, but with the case, it expands that to over 20 hours.
Okay, thanks for the clarification, because these are tiny little batteries in those wireless earbuds. So, I just wanted to make that distinction there. And in the audio department, how do they handle the highs, the mids, the lows?
Well, again, using our proprietary hyper definition 3D sound and with the tuning techniques that David Leung, the co-founder of LinearFlux, has been able to extract a lot of sound from a small speaker driver. So it brings to life that 3D sound that whether you're listening just for, or whether you're a commuter or you're active in sports or a music aficionado, it fits all those criteria.
A lot of people are now working from home and they're engaged in Zoom calls all day. How do these hold up in the microphone department?
Well, that's a great thing with that sound engine that we were able to pack in this small device. It's basically you're in your home, but it feels like you're in the conference room. So it's like, you're at the office, but you're at home at the same time. So it's a great trade-off. And
for calls, like the people you're chatting with on the other end of the line, they can hear you clearly. Is it a single microphone, dual microphones?
Yeah, we have a multi-beam technology, which focuses on your voice, and then it extracts and enhances your voice quality. So it's easily heard over ambient noise or noisy environments.
Okay, cool. Before we wrap up and chat price and then move on to the Hyperchargers products, tell us about the way they look.
Well, the Hypersonics are great. They're very small. They're actually one of the smallest in the market, ultra lightweight, so you can wear them all day. They weigh less than 1 gram each on each side, and they're waterproof. They're pretty much life-proof. You could throw them in a meter of water, unlike most headphones out there. They're not rated to the same technology or advancements that we have. And the great thing about it is you have a option of having a comfort shell, which you can basically wear all day. But if you're active in sports, you could have these sport hooks, which are exclusive to our technologies, so they don't fall off if you're, playing basketball or doing any kind of yoga, things like that.
Okay, cool. The case for the Hypersonics, does it support wireless Qi charging?
That's correct. So it supports the latest USB-C wired charging and also the latest Qi wireless charging technology, which most smartphones have now.
What colors are the Hypersonics available in, and how much do they cost?
Right now, they come in black and sport green, and the price starts at $99.
Okay, so that's called the Hypersonic wireless earbuds from LinearFlux. And now let's move on to Hyperchargers. So as the name suggests, these are battery boosters or power banks, correct?
That's correct. So actually, our company started with our hypercharging technology in 2014. What hypercharging is it safely maximizes charging power delivered to your device. So our first product, the lithium card, was a super sleek credit card-sized portable charger with built-in cables. Even to this day, the lithium card is still the only Apple-approved product that charges twice as fast as your typical wall charger.
Huh. Okay. Hyperchargers is a name of an entire brand of chargers. It's not just that one product.
That's correct. It's our we've crafted it in a way. It's our whole hypercharging technology and product line. So today, where in 2014 we charged twice as fast, now it's even faster when we bring in PD technology. Which can charge your phone up to 7 times faster. Basically, you can charge your smartphone from 0 to 50% capacity that the time it takes for you to finish a morning coffee. So you could say they're pretty fast.
When we return on Tech It Out, we're going to continue chatting about LinearFlux phone accessories. You're listening to Tech It Out on the Radio America Network. We'll be right back.
Follow Mark Saltzman on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Listen to Tech It Out whenever you want.
We're chatting about smartphone accessories with Einstein Galang. He's the CEO of the company LinearFlux. We're learning about some new chargers right now. And just before the break, you told us about one model. And I remember one of your first ones, or one of your most popular ones, were super thin. Are they still the size of a credit card, or do you have models that are a little bit larger that have, higher milliamp?
Well, now they got a little bit larger, not as small as a credit card, unfortunately, but, they can also charge your laptop. So our latest Hypercharger Max is the world's most powerful 100-watt portable charger that's under $99. It's a 3-in-1 charger that could charge your laptop, tablet, smartphone all at the same time. It includes a USB charging cable and a super fast wall charger that can recharge the Hypercharger Max itself in under 3 hours. So everything's all inclusive.
Okay, so the plug for the wall to charge up the Hypercharger battery is included. It's embedded in the battery itself, yeah? in the
That's
case?
correct.
Okay. And then there's 3 USB-A ports, or is there a USB-C as well?
Yes, there's 2 USB-A ports. One has QC3 technology, one has PD technology, and our USB-C technology has the latest 100-watt capable charging, so it can charge the most powerful laptops available today.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my laptop has USB-C charging, but I haven't yet found a brick that works to charge it up. I know a lot of MacBooks and Windows-based laptops, and even some Chromebooks now support these battery boosters or power banks. You know, I'm eager to give this a shot. So it should be able to charge up any of those compatible laptops with USB Type-C.
Yeah, definitely. USB-C is slowly becoming a de facto standard. In fact, Apple started using it again in their MacBooks and their iPads. So hopefully the next generation or 2 iPhones will include it as well.
I wouldn't hold your breath, but you never know, right? And what's the name of this hypercharger specifically, the one that's under $100 for the 100-watt model?
Yeah, so the Hypercharger Max is priced at an affordable $89.
Okay, and then in milliamps, that's what, about 20,000 milliamps?
It's about 20,800 milliamp hours.
Okay.
And it includes that 3-foot high-speed USB-C to USB-C cable, and again, that high-speed wall charger.
Cool. Where can we learn more about LinearFlux and all these new products?
Well, you can learn more about our hyperchargers and hypersonic product lines at www.linearflux.com. And our product distribution to retailers are always expanding. We can also be found on Amazon, Walmart, Sam's Club, and GameStop.
And then LinearFlux is spelled Linearf, as in Frank, Lux. And we've been speaking with Einstein. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. And good luck with these new products on the market.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, if you have any suggestions for upcoming Tech It Out guests or topics, you can hit me up privately over email or publicly via social media. If you prefer email, I'm at tech@marksaltzman.com. That's TECH@MARCSALTZMAN.com. On social media, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And if you want to follow me on social media, I do write a tech tip of the day, a little life hack, a little way to take advantage of your tech to save money or save time or save aggravation. And I get a lot of nice positive feedback on that. So you feel free to follow me on Twitter. For example, I'm at Mark_Saltzman. Again, that's Mark with a C, Saltzman with a Z. And just a reminder, you can listen to Tech It Out in podcast form if you aren't doing so already. You can go to your favorite platform like Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes. There's Spreaker, Blogspot, and so on and so forth. And you just have to type in Tech It Out, and you can subscribe. It'll come to your inbox whenever it's ready, or to your podcast platform, your favorite app, and you can listen to it on virtually any device whenever it's convenient for you. This program, Tech It Out, is powered by ASUS, creating technology for today and tomorrow's smart life. ASUS, for those in search of incredible. Visit asus.com/US/radio for more info. That's asus.com/US/radio. And if you're into computer games, you should check out the Asus ROG, or Republic of Gamers gear. There's laptops and desktops. There's accessories like mice and keyboards. There's graphic cards, monitors, even smartphones. The ROG phone, or Republic of Gamers Phone 3, is pretty solid if you like playing Android games with amazing power and screen clarity and quality. So check out the ROG line of products from ASUS as well. And also, finally, thank you to Western Digital for supporting the show, WD, for all of your external hard drive and solid state drive needs. That's SSDs or HDDs, whether it's portable or it's a stationary solution. I know a lot of people that have like a 7 or 10 terabyte hard drive. They keep it plugged in at home, joins your Wi-Fi, and now you've got access to all of your content anywhere in the world, regardless of the device that you're on. And you're not using or paying for that on a monthly basis like you would with iCloud or Dropbox or, any of those services that charge an arm and a leg over a certain amount of gigabytes. So a private network is a great idea, a private cloud service from Western Digital, or just local backup as well. Hey, I hope you have a great week ahead. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to catching up with you next weekend on a brand new edition of Tech It Out. All the best, everyone. Bye-bye for now.